All right, everybody. I want to get started right at 7. I know more people will be coming in, but again, this will be recorded and I'll send a link out in the next couple of days. My name is Brett Davidson and I'm the principal at Silverton Middle School. This is the beginning of my 4th year. Never thought our year would be starting like this, and neither did you, but this is where we are, and we just want to have a little bit more of a personal welcome to you tonight. Than just emails and updates through Parent Square and things like that. I just heard a little while ago that Robert Frost, their Google meeting crashed right in the middle of a parent meeting. Some of you may have been in that. So I'm hopeful that we will make it through this, and if not, we'll come up with something else, because I really want parents, but then especially kids, to see the faces that go with the names of the teachers that they'll have this year. And we crave that too. This format on over Zoom and Google Meeting is hard after a while, and we want that interaction. And so we'll do our best tonight and hopefully get through it. And we just welcome you here and to the 2020-21 school year. So many of you have attended the parent forums that I've been doing for the last month and a half. And as I've given updated information, one of the things I always started out those forums with was that everything that I'm saying is a draft, is a working draft. And even though we're really close and our plan is pretty much set for moving forward, we know that we have to adapt and change things and alter things as we go along, because we ultimately want it to be better. And so if we can come up with a better way to do things once we get in it, we'll do our best to improve it. So what you're going to hear is our plan, and then as we go along, we'll just make it better and better as we can. So thank you for coming. I want to review just a few things before we get to what you really want to see, which is who your teachers are. And so I'm going to start with just a quick review of cohorts, and then a quick review of the schedule. I've sent the schedule home quite a few times, but I just want to go through it a little bit. And if you need a lot more information, then please go back to the school district's YouTube page to see kind of the reasoning behind a lot of the stuff that we are doing. So one of the things that we wanted to do was, or that we had to do, is we had to break everybody into cohorts, because this schedule has to be built for both in-person and online. And so we had to break everybody in half. And why we decided to continue with the cohort schedule, even though we were just virtual, is we wanted it to be consistent. And so if we get the chance to come in person sometime, we want to have gotten into a routine of a very similar schedule. And so that's why we're running it this way. And so cohort A is, if your last name is A through K, and cohort B is last name L through Z. And there have been some of you who requested a different cohort throughout the summer, and we've gone ahead and done that, as long as you have a good reason to do so, with daycare or whatever it might be. And if you still need to do that, we probably could make that happen. You just need to let us know right away. And so as you can see, this is what it would look like whether we're in person or virtual. And the one thing, and this is specifically to students, but you're going to be working on your schoolwork every day. And so Monday through Friday, there's going to be stuff to work on for all of your classes. But your live classes with your teachers are only going to be twice a week for your regular classes, but then every morning for your AG. And so you're not going to have live meetings every single day for math or social studies or English or whatever it is. Those are going to be on, if you're an A cohort, they're going to be on Tuesday, Thursday. If you're B cohort, Wednesday, Friday. And those live meetings will be different. Some of them will be, they'll take up a lot of that time, maybe 9 to 9:45. And other times it'll be 15 minutes, and then there'll be small group stuff or individual things to do. And there'll just be some creative things that teachers are going to work on with you. So those 2 days are really, really important, because even though we'll be recording them and posting them inside the classroom that you are a part of, we really, really believe, especially in this distance learning platform, that those personal connections with teachers and your peers are really, really important. And so I can't say it enough. We built this to be flexible for you to access the information whenever you can, but going to those live meetings are really important. Teachers and support staff will use office hours and also your off days when you're doing your independent learning to maybe schedule individual appointments or small group meetings or some support. And that will be kind of on an individual basis. And so you may only go to your classes Tuesday, Thursday, but there may be a time where a teacher wants to meet with you on Wednesday, or somebody else wants to help you out on a Friday or whatever it is. So be ready for that. One of the things that I need to mention that I didn't put on this schedule is electives. Some of you have a 4th period elective that is going to be more flexible than what this schedule shows. So art is a good example, band, choir, leadership. There's some elective that are listed in your 4th period, but they may happen at different times. And that might seem confusing, but if I put every single one of those times on this one schedule, it would be a mess and really confusing. So this schedule works for most students, and then those teachers will individually contact you to talk about when you are going to meet. And so if you haven't got an email from them, you will get it soon. And it'll say, okay, we're going to meet on Wednesdays instead of the Tuesdays, but that'll just be in the afternoons. Those 1st, 2nd, 3rd period times will always be set. And then I just wanted to give you a B cohort example. The same thing, just the live days on Wednesday and Friday. So the next thing, at the end of this, I'm going to talk about what Monday is going to look like in specific, because I just want you to know what's coming and the importance of logging in and all that kind of stuff. But first, we're going to go through our staff, and we're going to go through 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, and then our support staff. And I just want you guys to have a chance to meet everybody. And so what we're going to do is I have a representative from each group. And so we're going to start with the 6th grade, and we're going to start with Jackie Renaud, and everybody's going to turn on their cameras and they're going to introduce themselves, and then we'll just work our way through the staff. And before we start doing that, I just want to say, even though we've had a long time to get ready, I have never in 18 years of education been in a situation where teachers have had to learn so much so fast and work so hard to try to get ready for the school year to start. And I just need you to know that, because they have been, and then you throw the fire in the middle of it just to make things really interesting. I don't know how they're doing it, but they're getting it done, and we're just going to try to make this the best that we can. But just know that they're working really, really hard because they care about your kids. So Jackie.
Okay, hey everybody. I'm excited to kind of see that I don't get to see you, but I get to at least see there's 165 of you watching right now, that you're here, and I'm hoping we've got students as well as parents watching eagerly to meet these people. This is the 6th grade team. Wonderful group of people. You've got 7 of us. Of the 7, 5 of us started out in elementary school. So you are on that transition period, and we are your people for that reason. Of the 5 of us who were elementary school teachers prior to being middle school teachers, that's over 60 years of experience. So you couldn't have a better team than this one for 6th graders. I have loved getting to know them on a professional level, and especially these last few days, we have some really talented people that have been saving us, specifically some of you lovely teachers who are much more technologically advanced in some of these new software pieces, which you guys will all be learning about. They've been teaching us and we've been teaching them. So it's been a great supportive group. The first one, which is a great one, is that she is completely new to the middle school and has been teaching elementary for several years. And that is Miss Brittany Zurcher. Brittany, it's all you.
All right, thank you. Yes, so I am Brittany Zurcher. Hello, everybody. I'm teaching 6th grade ELA this year. So I will get to meet all of you 6th graders at some point this year. As Ms. Renaud said, I'm new to the middle school. I've been teaching elementary for lots of years, and I may have had your child. I know I had a lot of you as students, or you may remember me from Eugene Field or Mark Twain. And I'm just so excited to see you as big grown-up students now. So that's going to be really fun to see you come back through and get to know you again. The ELA class will focus on, of course, reading and writing. We'll be looking at literature and informational text, working on writing short constructed responses, and of course, working on some grammar this year. And I guess one other little tidbit about me, to add to all of the excitement of this year and everything that's going on and how we're all out of our comfort zones, I decided to take an adult hip hop class. So I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but we will find out. So maybe some of my students, if you're lucky, you will get to see a couple of my moves. Maybe I'll show you. So and next we have Miss Ross.
Thank you. I'm Mrs. Ross. I'm going to be teaching 6th grade ELA skills and 6th grade math skills this year. This will be my, what year am I at the middle school? 4th year at the middle school. And so I'm excited to work with all of you. If you need help in any way, reach out. The cool thing about middle school is that there are a lot of us available to help you. So even if we aren't your specific person, reach out. We would be more than happy to help you out with whatever you need. And we're excited to welcome in a new group. If you're ever lost, I have been told that if you just listen a little bit, you'll hear my voice and just follow it and it'll lead you right back to the middle school. Excited to meet you. Now for Mrs. Wright.
Hi, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm Miss Wright. I teach 6th grade science, and I'm also a 6th grade AG teacher. So yay. So happy to have you. I've taught middle school for 10 years now, so I must be crazy, and I'm not technologically advanced. So I'm sure some of you are going to be helping me next week, which will be fine. So for science, I think really all you're going to need next to you and your computer is your notebook and some colored pencils. And we are going to talk about what science is and cells and the human body. And I think that will take us to December. So after that, we'll see what happens. So I'm really excited to have you. I'll meet you on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Up next is Mr. Wold.
Hi, you guys. I'm Mr. Wold. I teach 6th grade math. I also have a 6th grade AG. I'm just so excited and so fortunate to be here, and really looking forward to doing the best we can in a tough situation with your students, with the kids, and academically, and starting to form a relationship with them. And just really excited to get going. Can't wait to meet everybody. And next up is Miss Weber.
Hi, folks. My name is Ms. Bubber. I will be the 6th grade social studies teacher for y'all. We'll be covering the Western Hemisphere, so North and South America, which is why the class is called Western Hemisphere. We're going to start by looking at Central and South America, which I'm really excited about. Look forward to meeting all of you and getting to know a lot about you. So next is Mr. Hawkins.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Hawkins. I teach 6th grade phys ed. I'm looking forward to get this year up and running. Excited to see what the phys ed world can look like online. I'm in my 25th year of teaching. I've spent 4 years in the 5th and 6th grade classrooms, and then been in the gym for 21 years. I've been at the middle school level for 10 years. For phys ed, our primary focus will be on fitness, activities, and concepts. We will have fitness logs, discussion questions, short weekly quizzes, and a final project. Personally, I enjoy kayaking and spending time with my family. I look forward to meeting all 6th graders this quarter and getting to know everybody. up next is a fabulous 7th grade team. Go Falcons.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Bouquet, and it's my pleasure to kick off the 7th grade team. We've got a bunch of great teachers in the 7th grade team, and we've prepared a bunch of great learning to go on. Starting with me, I'm teaching math rules. We're going to be going over some awesome concepts this year, like rates and ratios, fractions, decimals, integers, and my personal specialty, percentages. And so rest assured, everyone, that this is my 30th, that's 30th year of teaching, so you're going to get a top quality education students. In fact, when surveyed, 97% of students said, I am the best math teacher they ever had. The other 4%, I was their second favorite math teacher. So we're gonna have a great year. I also am a 6th grade AG teacher, so 6th graders, some of you get to know us and be a part of the best AG, and we're gonna have a great year. So moving on to another awesome 7th grade teacher is Miss Erin Willow.
Hi guys, I'm Erin Willow, and if you are a 7th grader, I have you for English Language Arts this semester. I know this is not going to come as a surprise to you, but ELA usually involves reading a lot, writing a lot, and discussing a lot about the reading and the writing. Even if it's not your bag, I do have an occasional funny joke in there, so I hope to make it interesting and enjoyable for you. And I can't wait to see you guys. I'm super pumped. I've missed you guys all so much. I suppose like the only interesting thing I can tell you about me right off the top of my head is that I have now accidentally started 3 microwave fires with potatoes. Just the potatoes, I don't know. But don't worry, none of you are potatoes, so we are golden, okay? We're good. So yeah, now I'd like to introduce Maureen Powell.
Hello, I'm Maureen Powell, and I'm teaching 7th grade science this year. I'm also a 6th grade AG teacher, which I'm super excited about. I started teaching at the middle school about 7 years ago. This year, we're going to do astronomy, earth science. We'll also hit on some motion and forces, as well as genetics. I'm super excited about having you all in my class. When I'm not at school, you could find me hiking or riding my bike around town. I'm really excited to see Silver Falls and to get to mountain bike on the Catamount Trail. Next up is Tiffany Turkenkov.
Hi guys, I'm Tiffany Turkenkov, and I'm going to be teaching 7th grade Falcon Success. So the purpose of this class is to help you guys feel confident and comfortable and give you the tools that you need to succeed in our new digital learning environment. So we're going to be figuring it out together. It's going to be good. I'm super excited to get to see all of you in class. I've missed everybody. And next up, we have Cindy Hawley.
Hello there. So my name's Cindy Hawley. I'll be teaching about the Eastern Hemisphere this year. I've been teaching for over 25 years, and well, I started teaching over 25 years ago, I should say. And I don't think any of us who started back then could have visualized this scenario, but I just want to say that I think our staff and our school is going to provide the best possible situation for our students, given the circumstances we're in. So I think you're in good hands. I also have 2 kids at the high school who will be going through a very similar process with Edgenuity and Canvas. And so I hope I can take the eyes of what this is like at home into the classroom to help make sure that it's working well for your kids. And I just want to say, if you ever have any questions or things aren't working, for like if you feel like this is just too much or I need to go faster, we are so adaptable. So please just reach out to all of your teachers if you ever would like anything changed or different, and we can probably work with you on a lot of things this year. So in our Eastern Hemisphere class, it's pretty awesome. This quarter, we're going to be focusing mainly on ancient history, looking at first civilizations, ancient Egypt, kingdoms of Africa, and then ancient India for this first chunk of our time. And I just want to say again, please reach out if you have any questions, because we are absolutely here to try to make this the best for you guys it can be. And next up is Mackenzie Warden.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Warden, and this year, first off, I'm teaching a 6th grade AG, Kaka, got a brand new bunch. And then I'm also teaching another section of the Eastern Hemisphere course with Miss Holly, so all about the Eastern Hemisphere. My baby's making a lot of noise. She's not supposed to come on the scene yet. I'm also teaching 7th and 8th grade ELA skills. So that course is all about brushing off our dusty ELA skills, because if you're like me, your summer reading list quickly turned into your summer Netflix list. And I've been pretty busy. I had my first baby in June. This is Murphy. And she'll make an appearance once in a while on some meetings if you're lucky. She likes to dance, she talks. No, she's very advanced for her age. I'm just joking. But I'm Miss Warden. If you have any questions, I'm near Miss Ross when we go back to school, so you'll just have to hear her and you'll be able to find me too. And next up is the magnificent Miss Mary Hayden.
All right, good evening. My name is Mary Hayden, and I teach 7th grade PE and health, the best class of the day, despite what Bouquet thinks. This is my 7th year teaching at the middle school, and I'm super pumped to teach your kids, even if it's online. And come to PE class dressed to work out. We're going to do fitness stuff online on Google Meet. Who knows, maybe I'll invite Mrs. Zurcher to run us through some hip hop class if she'll come as a guest. But that's me, I'm Mrs. Hayden, and up next is the 8th grade team with the one and only Mr. Jamza.
Welcome everybody. 8th grade. 1 year from now, these 8th graders, they're going to be entering high school. Might be a good time to start working on those executive skills, those study skills, organization skills, self-care. So this is a great opportunity this year to make that happen. We have a very talented 8th grade team that will help you develop those skills and hopefully help you find your passion. The more you understand why you're doing something, the easier it is to actually be doing it. This is not the 8th grade year that I would hope for you, but it is the 8th grade year we have. And so let's make it as best we can. Let's make it as special as we can. I'm also the science teacher. You know science, using the scientific method to discover truth, using cold, cool logic to determine what is true and what is not true to help solve problems. And there's a few of them around the world today. So we need you. You might not know that many of the great scientists in the world are also great artists. Think about it. So now I'd like to introduce my team, starting with the incomparable Elizabeth Flood. Take it away.
Hi guys, I'm Mrs. Flood. First off, I get a brand new batch of 6th graders this year for AG, so I'm really excited about that, to be with you for your 3 years at Silverton Middle School. And I'm also going to teach English language arts for the 8th graders. So if you enjoy writing until your fingers fall off, then my class is for you. If you don't enjoy writing until your fingers fall off, my class is still for you, because you all have to take language arts the 8th grade year. And I promise not all of your fingers will fall off. We'll keep some of them intact so you can continue to write further. I'm hoping to get a quarantine puppy. I'm trying to convince my husband to get a quarantine puppy, so maybe I'll get to introduce you to a puppy later on. But for now, just me. And let me introduce you to Mrs. Jackson.
Hi, everybody. As Mrs. Flood said, I am Mrs. Jackson. This year, I am teaching 8th grade Falcon Success, and I am super excited because that's a new subject for me. For many, many years, I taught language arts here in Silver Falls as well as other places. But I'm very excited because I think it's a great time for 8th graders to have a class like Falcon Success, because it, as Mr. Jams has said, we're going to work on organization this year, motivation, digital learning, all kinds of exciting things, and Falcon Success should help you with that. I'm super excited to put some of the recent events behind us and get started with school. Can't wait to see you on the screens, meet you and help you in any way that I can. And with that, I would like to now introduce Mr. Eastman.
Hi everyone, my name is Brad Eastman, and I will be teaching 8th grade math this year. This is my 19th year overall teaching middle school math, and it's my second year at Silverton Middle School. I am very excited to be with you during such an important year as you transition to from middle school into high school. And let's see, who's next? Miss Michelle Stadley.
Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Stadley. I'm going to be the 8th grade US history teacher this year. So all of our 8th graders will get to be in class with me at some point this year. This is my 5th year at Silverton Middle School and my 10th year teaching overall. I'm really excited to get to know all of you, and I'm particularly excited because I have a 6th grade AG this year. So getting to know my incoming 6th graders is one thing that I am really looking forward to. Mr. Bouquet said his AG was the best AG, but he was wrong. I'm really sorry. Stadley AG, best AG.
All right, hey, I'm AJ Buckles. I'm the 8th grade PE teacher. I'm also the athletic director at the school. I've been teaching for 21 years, 5 years at the Silverton Middle School. And if you have anything athletic related, I'm the guy to ask. So that's our amazing 8th grade team, and moving on to the next thing.
All right, now we're going to go into our electives and specialists and support people. And so I'm going to start out by introducing Therese Gerlitz. She is an assistant principal for us at the middle school. Way back when, she was at the high school and as a curriculum principal, and now she's back with us. And we're just excited to have, I'm especially excited to have some support in the administrative role. And so she's going to introduce our support and elective folks.
Thank you. Like Mr. Davidson said, my name is Therese Gerlitz, and this is my first year at the middle school. And I have to say that what all of your teachers are saying is absolutely true. I am amazed and blown away every day by what I'm seeing from your teachers and how they're supporting each other and their excitement to get the school year started and to have you on their computer monitors and to start building those relationships. So truly, truly lucky and an amazing, amazing school. My personal comment is that I live here in Silverton and I have 2 kids that are also students in the school district. A 3rd grader who is starting at Robert Frost, and then my son is starting as a kindergartner at Mark Twain. So we're excited to see how that works out as well. So we have 2 groups of staff that are going to be introducing, and some of them you will have seen before because again, we have amazing staff and they wear a lot of different hats. The first group are going to be electives teachers, and we have a variety of options over there, and they have amazing ways to help you kind of find some new skills and some new interests that you can use later on in your life as well as every day. And then the second half the second group have extra big hearts. They have some extra special skills that can help stretch and push you to take your learning further and finding some other interests, or if there's parts where you are struggling or stumbling or just needing some extra support or somebody to talk to, we've got a lot of different options there in that second group of staff as well. So without further ado, we'll start off with electives with Mr. Miller.
Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Miller and I teach band. Yeah, so I know this year is not super traditional setting for band and everything, but I have a lot of really fun stuff planned, and I'm just really, really excited to be here. This is my 2nd year at Silverton Middle School, and so I'm just really looking forward to it. Just so everyone knows, I have a new kitten named Earl. Yeah, she's super adorable, so she might make an appearance during our rehearsals and everything. So just be on the lookout for that. Also, I know some of us might be freaking out a little bit on the inside because, you know, oh man, what does the band schedule look like, that sort of thing. But don't worry, I'll be sending out a schedule soon. So be on the lookout for your email for that. And that's all I really have right now. But the next person is going to be the talented Miss Bative. Thanks, everybody.
Hi guys, Mrs. Bative here. I am the choir teacher
drama teacher, and ukulele and guitar teacher. So lots of cool classes. Ukulele and guitar is new for this year. It's a quarter class, so if you didn't get in the first quarter, you have an opportunity to try second, third, or fourth quarter. It'll be a lot of fun. You are gonna see a lot of my family when you're in my class. They will come and sing and jam with us and just check everything out. So when you get me, you get all of it. So I look forward to seeing and making music with you guys this year. And so next up is Mr. Gupta.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, my name is Mr. Gupta, and I have been teaching for, this is my 15th year in middle school. I always joke with my family that I can't seem to graduate middle school. Oh well, it's because I love it so much. And this year I am going to be doing an elective of the CTE class and going to get to help students get to explore different ideas of careers in the technical fields. So it's going to be a very enlightening class for them, just to kind of see how practical things they can do in their future. I'm also facilitating the 7th, 8th grade Fox Online. So I'm wearing a couple of different hats this year. Now we're going to go over to Mrs. Renaud.
Hi, everyone again. I forgot to say a little bit about what I'm teaching. First off, I'm teaching Falcon Success for 6th graders. It's going to be very similar to 7th and 8th course. We are all about goal setting and motivation and keeping track of time management and just kind of breathing through this whole learning process, something that you will definitely need as a life skill as we go. As far as electives are concerned, my 2 electives are coding and leadership. And so I will be doing those 2 4th period kind of flip-flopping days within that, and those students will be getting an email from me soon telling when we're going to be meeting online as well. But other than that, you know, this is my 25th year, and of those 25 years, majority of them were at elementary. So this is the first time, this is technically my 3rd year, but I'd have to say my 1st and 2nd were quite unique. First being the first time with middle schoolers, which you guys, you bit of an alien bunch. Love ya. 2nd year, we had the COVID. We still keep having the COVID. So this is going to be a good one. And we are going to learn so much virtually, and that world and our world is going that route. So this is a great crash course in learning all about the virtual world. I look forward to seeing a lot of you guys over the course of this 1st quarter and 2nd quarter, hopefully. And our next person up is Mr. Bouquet. I'm not too sure about his math. You need to really keep track of what he's saying. It doesn't sound right to me, but I am not a math teacher.
Hey everyone, Mr. Boo back again, and I'll be teaching an elective, which will be computer applications and some keyboarding. So with computer applications, we'll be getting into some tools that you can take with you further in your schooling careers, like utilizing spreadsheets and PowerPoints and those types of things that we sometimes overlook, all the power that those applications really have. So we're gonna be getting into that, having lots of fun and totally geeking out. So moving on to art with Mrs. Chandler.
Hey guys, so I am the art teacher and I have 2 classes this year, a Studio A class, which is an introduction to art. And then I have a Studio B class, and if you're wondering those titles are different, that is an advanced class for students that I've had before. If anyone out there is wondering about what section you're in for Studio A, please email me. I'd love to help you out with that. And the one thing I really, really want you to know is that I believe absolutely everybody can create. And if you are worried about art class, I do not want you to be, because I'm going to teach you. We're going to start really small and build on things and work up. We're going to use all that cool stuff that you picked up in your art kit, and you guys are going to create really, really great things. I love teaching middle schoolers. This is my pick. You guys are it. So if you're out there, students, I like you. I like the naughtiness that you have. I like how you're finding yourselves. I love the fact that you will question what I'm doing, because that helps me grow. So questions are good. Please ask them. And oh, I also have to say I'm not supposed to say 7th grade. We're supposed to do the 6th grade AG thing, but I'm a 7th grade AG teacher, and I have to give a shout out because I have 2 new AG students. So if you happen to be out there, Rosalie, Oliver, I can't wait to meet you. So I will see you in class on Monday. And then I have a small confession to make. Miss Willow, when she was mentioning the three microwave fires, the art teacher might be responsible for one of those. And on that note, I need to introduce my partner in crime, Miss Willow.
Hi guys again, it's Miss Willow again. And the elective that I'm gonna be teaching is sign language. And I've been teaching sign language for about 1.5 years now. I think I've got a handle on it, and I hope to share it with you. In this class, we're not going to be learning the grammar language, American Sign Language, ASL. We'll be just learning some basic signs so that we can have simple conversations with each other and with people that we know who are hard of hearing or deaf. Ms. Chandler is totally right. That 3rd fire is technically on her because even though it was my potatoes, she put it in the microwave. So moving on before we get in trouble, here is Ms. Coxon.
Hello, everybody. It's so good to have the chance to be back with you guys again pretty soon, even if it is virtual, other than being in person. I am Mrs. Coxon, and I am teaching Title I interventions this year. Some of you may be seeing me blend in with your classes for a little while. Some of you may start scheduling individual and small group meetings with me in the afternoons or in your off days. This is honestly my 30th year of teaching in the Silver Falls School District, with it being my 3rd year at the middle school. And it has been such a joy to be with some of these kids. Some of you I've remembered since when you were in 1st grade and kindergarten. I got to be your teacher back then, and then I get to see you again, and it's been absolutely awesome. So overall, I am just super thrilled to start seeing your faces again. Hopefully it won't be too much longer and we get to be back in person, because I definitely miss you. So the next person that I'm going to introduce to you is Mr. Nagman.
Okay, hi, I'm Mr. Nagman. I teach special ed. I run the functional skills classroom, which is the classroom for the students who are very impacted by their disability. This is my 2nd year at the middle school, and next is Mr. Saturn.
Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Saturn. I'm the basic skills teacher at the middle school, which is by far the awesomest class with the awesomest students in the entire school, possibly the entire world. I don't know yet, but I am just completely blessed to be able to do this and very excited for this year. And I want to pass it on to a great golfer and an even better teacher, Mr. Gauntz.
I am a better golfer than Mr. Saturn, that is true. But I've been teaching for 12 years. This is my 2nd year at the middle school. Super excited. Last year was just amazing, and this year is just going to be amazing as well. I teach in the Structured Learning Center, and so we work on our social and emotional growth. You might see me bouncing around. I have a great team that I work with, Mrs. Bonzani and Mr. Briseno. Majority of you guys will just love Mr. Briseno. He has high energy, just a super good dude. And Mrs. Bonzani, she knows her stuff in the math classroom, so you'll probably see her popping in and out and talking and working with you guys. Something that's interesting about this year so far, not only, we're all online and that kind of thing, but I'm teaching only males, and then I come home and I have 3 girls that are 7 and under, so I kind of get a heavy dose of both worlds. So super excited, but also I get to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gorgas.
Hello, I'm Dan Gorgas, Mr. Gorgas. I am one of the 2 learning resource teachers at our middle school, and I've been teaching middle school since before the turn of the century, the millennia rather, and I have been at the middle school since 2009, and I love it there. It's my favorite job that I've ever had of all time, and the staff is wonderful. We have a fantastic learning resource team. have a wonderful fellow teacher, Ms. Johnson, who's coming up next. And we have two excellent assistants, Kathy Reynolds and Julie Stacy. And we will be having online meetings with all of our students and both pushing into classes and also helping them at other times too. So without further ado, here is Ms. Johnson.
Hi there, I'm Ms. Johnson. I'm an LRC teacher, just like Daniel Gorgas. I teach 6th and some 7th graders for LRC, and I also have a 7th grade AG, which is awesome. They're amazing. I love them. They're better than the 8th grade or the 6th grade AG. Sorry, guys. But without further ado, next up is Mr. Fox.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mr. Fox. I'm the part-time 8th grade school counselor. I am looking forward to connecting with kids, even though it's online. It's kind of a bummer, all this social distancing, but I'm looking forward to helping students and family kind of make the most out of it with helping with schedules, just being there to answer questions, and all around just being available to lend a hand. So feel free to give me an email or a call. I did bring a helper with me. This is my my therapy cat. He's going to help me solve problems and whatnot, so you can look forward to seeing him. I think I woke him up. But with that, I'm going to pass it over to Mrs. Combs.
Hi, I'm Hillary Combs. I'm the other counselor at the middle school. Mr. Fox and I are also both in charge of the 504s, so if you have any questions about that, you can contact us. I'm really excited to be seeing students and families again, and we have created a parent help desk for you guys, kind of like our tech help desk, which our staff has been using a lot this month, but you can reach that on our website or in our virtual counseling office. Hopefully tomorrow it will be posted, and you can go and fill out on pretty much any question you have, and we'll connect you with whoever has the answer for you. I'm also the tag coordinator, and Mrs. Elliott is going to talk a little bit more about tag.
Hi, I am kind of the tag assistant, and I have been, my name is Mrs. Elliott. I've been teaching for 30 years this year, 15 years in Silver Falls School District, and this is my 3rd year at the middle school, but I am also the music teacher at Central Howell. And I taught probably most of the students that are at the middle school this year. If you went to Eugene Field or Robert Frost, the 8th graders, I would have had you last in 3rd grade, the 7th graders in 2nd, and of course the 6th graders when you were little 1st graders. But if you see me on campus when we get back to school, I hope you say hi. And if your child is identified tag, you probably receive some information from the district. You'll be getting more information about a meeting that we'll be having. And right now there's really nothing going on outside of your classroom teachers helping to make their classes work for your child's needs. But if you wanted more information about tag, we have a lot of information on the district website. You have to look under teaching and learning, and then special programs, and then talented and gifted. And I would like to say that everyone is artistic. This is the word I made. You might be seeing some of us showing some words. And I wrote a song today for the tag kids, and I'm the second to the last presenter tonight, so you only got one more person. So I thought, let's have a little song here. It's completely original. Tag, what a beautiful group. Tag, you're talented people. Tag, you're beautiful to me. 16 students at Silverton Middle School. Tag. Okay, that's it. And yet, it's just completely original. Doesn't have anything to do with maybe a diet soda commercial from the 80s. And I'd like to now turn over the last, but definitely not least, to our wonderful, talented school nurse, Sue Ellen Nida.
Hi there. I've been a nurse for 35 plus years, and I have never, ever dealt with anything like this. I want to say prior to this, I have to agree with Mr. Gorgas. This has been my favorite job, but you know, the spring kind of changed a lot for all of us. And since that time, I did get myself a COVID kitty, and we took her with us when we evacuated to a hotel. That was a very, very fun experience. I've been doing, that's my private life, but in my work life, I've been working very heavily with the other 3 nurses in the district to try and create plans and communications so that we can try and get the kids back to school. We know that's what everybody's looking for. So we're going to be sending out lots and lots of brochures and explanations of what it might take to help get this to happen. So our plan is to kick COVID out of the community and county, especially if we can get it out of the county, because then we can come back to school. With that, Mr. Davidson, you're back on.
Thank you, Sue Ellen. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully that helped in terms of both students and parents knowing just a little bit about who your students are going to have their classes with. And I just wanted to give you that so that we kind of have something to grab onto that's a little more real than email and announcements. So the last thing I want to talk about is Monday and then some homework. And I know that you've gotten some of this information already, and you're going to get more of that information from AG teachers, but I just want to talk through it one more time because the beginning of this is very, very important so that we can get started. So that September 14th, or sorry, you know what? I'm looking at this and I was going to give this presentation weeks ago, but things changed and I didn't change it. So September 28th, next Monday, not September 14th, sorry. We are going to have a day devoted to AG and just getting logged in, getting to know their AG teacher, getting to know their peers so that we can start the week strong once we go. So on Monday morning, every student is going to get a Google Meeting link in their school email. And we're going to keep it very simple. I'm not going to give you the 15 different things that they need to do or the 7 different things they need to log into. We're just starting with step 1, which is come to the Google Meeting with your AG at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. And then if we can accomplish that and get kids into that meeting, then we're going to step you through the next things that you need to do. So that first meeting is going to be a meet and greet, get to know you, get to know the other kids in your AG, get to know your AG teacher, and just a little bit about the next step, which is all the login stuff. And then we'll meet again with AGs at 12 o'clock to go farther into Canvas and some of the other platforms that we're going to use, but also troubleshoot with kids and help them log in, and then kind of break out again and give them a couple things to do and come back at 2 o'clock to do the same thing. And then all of my other support staff is going to be on standby, and we are going to start reaching out probably about 10:45, 11 o'clock, making phone calls and trying to help people get logged in. The first person to contact to help you log in as a student is your AG teacher. And then if you can't, then call the office and we'll have people there to help you. But we'll also be reaching out if we see that people weren't logged in. So that's kind of the plan for Monday. So please block out that time on Monday. Those live meetings are very important. This will be the only time we'll have that many meetings on a Monday. After that, it'll go to the regular schedule. And then the next thing I have for you, I know school hasn't technically started yet, but it is, September 24th. So we got to have some homework. And this is homework from me for all the students. It's a very simple thing, but it'll help us a lot. If you could make sure to log into your Chromebook, log into your Gmail account, your Google account, and send your AG teacher an email, that will help a lot. That means we know that you're logged in, and then step 2 is going to be really easy. If you're having trouble with that, all of my teachers and all of my support staff in the office have your usernames and passwords. And so just reach out to us and we will get you that so that Monday morning can be really smooth. So that's your homework. Just say hi, just introduce yourself, whatever you want to do, but log in and send your AG teacher an email. And to everybody else too, if you have any questions, please reach out. You can respond to the Parent Square notifications that you get. And I'm on the back end of those and I can respond directly through those. Email AG teachers, email the office, email me, give us a call. And I just want to say again, we're committed to making this year the best that we can. And you heard it from a lot of teachers that they want your kids back in person because that's where the fun stuff happens. And so, but we're going to make the best that we can of this situation. And if things aren't working, we'll adapt and we'll switch it and we'll try to make it better. But we're just committed to that. And I just really appreciate your patience with how many times things have changed. And I know that's really hard on families and on all of you, but we're really looking forward to just getting started and getting to know you guys and just forming that relationship again. So thank you for coming. Really appreciate it. And we will see you on Monday.